Alright, so it's late enough at night that children should be going to bed or should already be in bed. But if you're not, fear not. Because tonight, let's see if I can figure out how to switch this around again. Ooh. Truly showing my technological impairedness at the moment. So tonight I have, if it will let me flip it around. Okay, tonight I have technical difficulties. Fun stuff. Okay, well, I'll just flip the camera around. So tonight we have a Little Red Riding Hood. And hopefully you can see. Oh, and this was a used book I picked up at Amber Unicorn right before they closed. Very sad to see them go. Loved Amber Unicorn. Oh, hey, see unicorns. Unicorns. So, Little Red Riding Hood. Based on the original story by Charles Perrault. Retold by Carolyn Magner. Illustrated by Cheryl Harness. One lovely spring day, Little Red Riding Hood set out for her grandmother's cottage in the woods. "Good morning, Robin Redbreast," she said to a little bird. "I'm going to visit my sick grandma. I have freshly baked cookies and medicine for her in my basket." "I'm afraid I haven't time to play. Mother told me to go straight to Grandma's house. I'm not supposed to stop along the way or stray from the path." And through the woods she skipped. And look at all the pretty little animals. Beautiful wildflowers grew along the mossy path. "These will make Grandma feel better," thought Little Red Riding Hood. She left the path to pick a bouquet. Suddenly, Little Red Riding Hood heard a twig snap. She turned quickly and came face to face with a wolf. With a snarl, the wolf asked, "Is there something in your basket for me, little girl?" Startled, Little Red Riding Hood replied, "I'm sorry, wolf. This basket is filled with cookies and medicine for my sick grandma. I haven't time to talk. I must be on my way to her cottage." Then she gathered her things and hurried down the path. She did not want to see the wolf again. See? There's Little Red Riding Hood. All the flowers she was picking and the wolf. Even the rabbit looks afraid. Little Red Riding Hood did not know that the wolf knew about a shortcut to Grandma's house. He quickly ran through the woods and arrived there before Little Red Riding Hood. He chased Grandma into the closet and locked the door. "That sick old woman is nothing but bones, and I'm very hungry," the wolf complained. "I'll dress up like Grandma and wait for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive," he said to himself. "I'll pull this quilt up tight beneath my chin. I'm sure she'll believe I'm her sick grandmother. When she comes to the bedside to give poor Grandma a kiss, I'll gobble her up with one ferocious bite." Well, he's looking through the window. Little Red Riding Hood bounced into the cottage, but stopped abruptly when she saw her grandmother. "Grandma," she said softly, "you look much sicker than I expected. Maybe these freshly baked cookies and a dose of medicine will help you feel better." The sly wolf licked his lips. "Thank you, dearie," he said in a rough, high voice. "With that hoarse voice, you must have a sore throat," said Little Red Riding Hood. "And with all these blankets, you must be hot." She stepped closer. "Why, Grandma," she gasped, "what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with, my dear," hissed the wolf. What a big nose you have! And you have such large, sharp teeth. All the better to eat you with, my dear, growled the wicked wolf. He sprang out of bed, chasing Little Red Riding Hood around the room. A nearby woodsman heard Little Red Riding Hood's screams. He ran to the cottage and threw open the door. "Don't you dare touch that child," the woodsman shouted, wildly waving his axe as he chased the wolf. The wolf was so frightened, he fled deep into the forest, never to be seen again. Then Little Red Riding Hood happily cried, "Thank you for saving me. I'm afraid the wolf's done something with my grandma." Just then, they heard a pounding from inside the closet. The woodsman broke the lock and opened the door. Standing there, looking rather confused and tired, was Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother. Carefully, the woodsman helped her out of the closet. "You're safe, Little Red Riding Hood. You're safe," Little Red Riding Hood squealed. "We're grateful for your help," Grandma said to the woodsman. Little Red Riding Hood spent the afternoon with her grandmother. Happily, they sipped tea and ate cookies. "Child, a visit from you is the best medicine for me," said Grandma. Little Red Riding Hood kissed Grandmother goodbye and ran home as fast as she could. At home, Little Red Riding Hood cuddled up in her mother's arms. She told her mother about the adventure with the wolf and the brave woodsman. "I feel so safe in your arms, Mother," said the sleepy child. "I promise I'll never stray from the path again." The end.